name is Leanna with Epic Fitness, and this is Yogalates today. We're going to begin kneeling on our mat. Our spine will be lengthened, we'll be really sitting up straight and tall. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, you can tuck your toes. That would be another option. You can also sit to one side, so if that's a little bit more comfortable. Otherwise, we will begin kneeling. And we're going to take a big inhale and reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, we're going to fold forward, sweep our arms wide, then inhale and bring them all the way back up toward the ceiling. Exhale, folding forward, sweeping our arms wide, big inhale all the way up toward the ceiling. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale, folding forward, sweeping our arms out all the way back up, big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to drop our left arm to the left side and reach over with the right, so we're lengthening through the right side. Inhale, back up through the center. On the exhale, we're going to drop the right arm, reaching over with the left, so we're lengthening through the left side. Inhaling up through center. Exhale, left side. This time maybe walk your fingers out just a little bit further. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, switching sides, dropping the right arm, reaching over with the left. Maybe walk that bottom hand out just a little bit further. Find some more space and length. Inhaling back up through center. If you're sitting to one side, go ahead and switch to the other side. We'll take another big inhale, and again on the exhale, dropping the left arm, folding over with the right, big lengthening stretch. Inhaling back up through center. Exhaling, opposite side, big stretch here. One last inhale up through the center, this time folding forward on the exhale. Good, walk your hands over to the right side, placing the left hand on top of your right. And then walking your hands over to the left side, placing the right hand on top of your left. Good. Coming back through the center, walk your hands back toward yourself. Take another big inhale, reach as high as you can, lengthening your spine. We'll press our palms together, bend our elbows, and reach our thumbs toward the back of our neck. Lifting your chest, try to squeeze your elbows together, really opening everything up. Good. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Exhale, folding forward and bring our hands to the mat. Tuck our toes underneath us. We're going to lift our hips and press right up into downward dog. So you can bend one knee or bend the other, finding some length through your spine. Maybe think of sinking your heels toward the ground. You can shake your legs out a few times here. Good. And then we're going to tuck our knees into our chest, lift our heels, and bring our hips toward the ground. Good, then sink your heels toward the ground, gradually straighten through your legs. We'll repeat that again, so lifting the heels, bending the knees, tucking everything in, then driving the heels toward the ground and lifting your hips. So doing that one more time, bending the knees, pressing on the tips of the toes, then sinking the heels to the ground, straightening your legs, and very last one, lift the heels, bend the knees, sink a little deeper if you can, then dropping the heels, straightening through your legs, maybe shaking your legs out a few times, maybe twist through your core, twist through your shoulders, find a little bit more space to bring your chest closer to the ground. Good. Then look to the front of the mat, bend your knees and step or hop to bring your feet between your hands. So feet are hips width apart. We're going to grab our elbows and just rock gently side to side, so we're lengthening through our spine. Just kind of warming everything up. Good. Then release your hands, slowly roll all the way way up to standing. Big inhale here as we reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale again, folding forward, reaching toward your toes. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen through your spine. We'll place our hands on the mat and step or hop back into a plank. Hugging our elbows into our sides for chaturanga, bottom of a push-up. Inhale, lifting your chest, upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting your hips, pressing back to downward dog. Just taking a few breaths here, think of lengthening through your spine. Maybe see if you can wiggle your toes, maybe sink a little bit deeper than the last downward dog. Good, looking to the front of your mat, bend your knees and step or hop to bring your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, folding forward. Then slowly roll all the way up to standing, stacking the vertebrae of your spine. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, pressing our palms to heart center. Take another big inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, folding forward, reaching toward your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through your spine. Placing your hands on the mat, step or hop back into your plank. Hugging your elbows into your sides for chaturanga. Inhale, lifting your chest, upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting your hips and pressing back into your downward dog. Good. This time, stepping your feet a little bit wider so they come to the edges of your mat. You're going to walk your hands back toward your feet, grabbing your elbows and rocking gently side to side. Bring your right hand to the outside edge of your left foot, bending to the right knee, reaching up toward the ceiling with the left arm so that you twist and look over your left shoulder. Good, bring the left arm behind your back, see if you can find the inside of the right thigh. Twist a little bit deeper, looking up over your shoulder. Good, and then release. Let's switch to the opposite side. Left hand comes to the outside edge of your right foot, bending the left knee, reaching up with the right arm, twisting and looking up over the right shoulder. Then bringing the right arm behind your back so you can find the left thigh, twisting and looking up toward the ceiling. Good. And then release. Bring your hands back to the mat, walking your hands back toward the front. Stepping your feet back to hips width apart. We're going to lift our heels and drop our knees to the mat. We'll move through a few cat-cows here. So tuck your belly, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift your chest, looking up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, pull your navel to your spine, rounding through your spine. Maybe sit your hips back toward your heels and then rock forward so you can find some more length through your spine. Then on the inhale, drop your belly. Inhale, look up. Look up, maybe even shift side to side, making our cat-cow not quite so static, a little bit more dynamic. Coming back through neutral, again exhale, rounding through your spine, rocking forward and back. Drop your belly, inhale, look up, and just crunch side to side. Get back to the center, exhale, rocking forward and back. See if you can find a little bit more space, maybe sink your hips a little bit deeper. And then drop your belly, inhale, look up. And exhale. 2 more breaths here. Coming back through our neutral spine. So our spine is lengthened, our wrists are below our shoulders, and our knees are below our hips. We'll straighten through the left leg, pressing the tip of our toes onto the edge of the mat, sinking our weight back, just taking a moment here to stretch through that left calf. Good. Lifting the left leg, reach forward with the right arm, finding your balance. This is your inhale. On the exhale, bring your knee and elbow together beneath you. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left knee, reach back back with your right hand, catch your ankle, kick that foot into your ankle, lifting your chest. Good. Then go ahead and release back through your tabletop position. We'll switch sides. Straightening through the right leg, press the tip of your toes onto the edge of the mat. Sinking your weight back, stretching through the right calf. Good. Lifting the right leg, reaching forward with the left arm. This will be your inhale. On the exhale, pulling your knee and elbow together beneath you. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand, catching your foot, kicking that foot in your hand to lift your chest. Maybe even lifting a little bit higher if you can, looking forward. And then go ahead and release back through your tabletop position. Good. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips, sinking back to bear pose. So our knees are bent. We're driving our heels toward the ground. Our spine is lengthened. We're bringing our chest toward our thighs. Okay. Gradually straightening through your legs back into your downward dog. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling. Exhale, stepping forward between your hands. We'll lower through our back knee for a half split, half lunge. And then we'll straighten to the front leg for half split. We're just going to alternate bending and straightening for the front leg. Good. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can try taking your hands off the ground, swooping them behind you as you straighten through the front leg, and then as you bend your knee, inhale and reach them all the way up toward the ceiling. So exhale, fold forward, balance, straightening through the front leg. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And wherever you're at, we're going to continue for 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and last one. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Wherever you're at, inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Interlace your fingers with your palms and lift your chest. Good. Then release your hands to the mat, straighten to the front leg for your half split. You can begin to slide that right foot forward, maybe sinking all the way down into a split. So that will just depend on where you're at today, your flexibility, of course, how warm you are. So kind of play with this. You don't have to go all the way down. And if you do go all the way down, you can try kind of rocking it out side to side. Find a little bit more room here. Good. Wherever you're at, slide that right foot back in, bending through your knee. We're going to tuck our back toes under, lift our back heel. Inhale, reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Then bend your knee, just lower it down to the mat. Inhale, straighten your back leg, reaching your arms up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lower all the way back down onto the mat. Place your hands on the mat, untuck your back toe. We're going to open up through that front knee, heel toeing our foot to the edge of the mat, placing your hand on the inside of your thigh, and then just twist and look up over the right shoulder. Maybe bend through your left knee, reach back with that right arm. See if you can catch the inside edge of your ankle. Twist and look over the right shoulder. Good. Go ahead and release. Hands come to the mat. We'll step back into our plank. Hugging our elbows into our sides for chaturanga, bottom of push-up. Inhale, lifting your chest, upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting your hips, pressing back into downward dog. Good. Let's switch to the opposite side. So we'll inhale, we'll lift the left leg all the way up toward the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping forward between your hands. Lowering your back knee onto the mat. Untucking your back toe, we'll begin to bend and straighten through the front leg. So again, there's a couple different levels here. Bending and straightening, this will be the more basic level. You could even make this more simple by using yoga blocks to support your hands. If you want to make this a little bit harder, when you bend your knee, inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, see if you can balance as you float back, straightening to the front leg. Bend to the front knee, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and float. We got 8 more counts here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, and on the last one, we'll interlace our fingers, flipping our palms up toward the sky, lifting our chest, finding a little more space. Good, and then go ahead and release, bringing your hands back down toward the ground, straightening through the front leg for our half split. Maybe sliding that left foot forward. See if you can find a little bit more space here. And again, if you're feeling really tight, you can either rub that hamstring or you can not quite push quite as deep. But if you're getting a little bit deeper, maybe you try rocking side to side and see if you can find any more space. Pull that left leg back in, bend into the knee. We're going to tuck that back toe, straightening through the leg. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up for a crescent lunge. Good. Then lower that back knee down, tap the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, straighten to the back leg. So bending and straightening, and if it's a little bit too hard, bump that back foot up just a little bit more. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lower all the way back down. Hands come to the mat. We'll step back into a plank, hugging our elbows into our side for chaturanga. Inhale, lifting our chest for upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting our hips, pressing back into downward dog. Stepping our feet to the edges of the mat so they come a little bit wider. Bring the right hand toward the outside edge of the left ankle, and if you can't reach your ankle, anywhere along that leg is fine. Then we're just going to come back to our downward dog and then alternate to the opposite side. Good. Right hand, left ankle. Back to a wide leg downward dog, then left hand, right ankle, and twist. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hop your feet back to hips width apart. Inhale, reach the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose, rounding through your spine. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. back up, alternating between bringing your knee to your nose, to the outside edge of your left elbow, and then to the outside edge of your right elbow for 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome, wherever you're at, go ahead and lower that knee to the mat. Pull it back up, inhale, extend it all the way up toward the ceiling. And then on the exhale, lower your feet back to your downward dog. We'll switch to the opposite side. Inhale, lift the left leg all the way up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee toward your nose. Inhale, send up toward the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale up toward your nose. Alternating between those 3 variations. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Draw that knee back toward your nose, lower to the mat. Lift it back up, inhale, extend all the way up toward the ceiling, and on the exhale, right back into your downward dog. You'll lower your knees wide, sink your hips back, and just press into a child's pose. Walking your hands forward, maybe press them together, bending your elbows and bring your thumbs toward the back of your neck. Awesome, go ahead and release. Come right back up into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step forward between your hands, flattening through your back heel. We'll inhale, reaching our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, lower our arms out to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten to the front leg, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, right back into your warrior 2. Inhale, reach up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Keep your arms reaching up toward the ceiling. We'll drop the back hand, reaching up and back for reverse triangle. Good. Cartwheel that right arm forward, come all the way down into triangle. You can either bring that hand to the ground, you can bring your hand to your shin, reaching up toward the ceiling. Find the spot that works best for you. And we're just going to switch between our reverse triangle and our triangle. So inhale as you reach up and back, all the way up into reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheeling all the way down into your triangle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, all the way back down. 8 more counts. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Cartwheel your hands back to the mat, stepping back into your plank, hugging your elbows into your sides for chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting your hips, pressing back into your downward dog. Okay. Just take a moment here and then we'll switch to the opposite side. So inhale, lift the left leg all the way up. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Good. Flattening to the back heel. We'll inhale, reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, we'll bring our arms out to the sides. Inhale, reach up straight into the front leg. Exhale, back into your warrior 2. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Moving with your breath. Exhales through your warrior twos. Inhale, reaching your arms up for 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, drop the right arm behind you. Reverse triangle. Good, then curl that left arm forward. Find somewhere along your leg to catch for triangle, or maybe even all the way down to the mat. Looking up over the right shoulder. Then inhale, reach all the way up and back, reverse triangle. Exhale, right back into your triangle, and just alternating between the two sides. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Come all the way back down into your chaturanga here, bending through your elbows. Inhale, lifting your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lifting your hips, pressing back into your downward dog. Good. Lift to the front of your mat, bend your knees and step or hop to bring your feet between your hands. Bring your hands behind you and go ahead and straighten your legs, coming to a seat on your mat. Sitting up straight and tall, staff pose. Bring your hands along your sides. We'll inhale, lifting our chest. And take another sweeping wide inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, reach toward your toes. Inhale, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, folding forward, finding some space here, forward fold. You can rock gently side to side to release tension from your hips and hamstrings. And on your exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. Good. Go ahead and release. Bring your hands along your sides. You're going to tuck your knees into your chest, lifting your shins so they are parallel with the ground. See if you can find your balance here. We're going to bring our arms out to our sides. We're going to lower the right leg, tap it to the mat, bring it back up to meet the left. Then lower the left leg, tap it to the mat, bring it back up to meet the right. We're just going to alternate right and left. Good. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, try straightening through your leg before you bend it. And just kind of alternate, straighten and bend. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck your knees into your chest. Roll down onto your back and just rock gently side to side. You can try flexing your feet, grabbing your feet. Open up your knees and rock gently side to side for happy baby. Just releasing any tension from your spine. Good. Tuck your knees back into your chest. We're going to straighten through the left leg. Keep that right knee tucked in. We'll interlace our fingers behind the back of our head, bringing the left elbow toward the right knee, and then alternating sides, bringing the right elbow to the left knee. For our bicycles, keeping your core nice and tight. Try to keep that extended leg as low as you can so that you're getting the most work through your abs. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck your knees into your chest. Spread them wide so that you're opening up through your hips. Turn to a slight angle here so it'll be a little bit easier to see. So legs are wide, opening up through our hips. For First thing we're going to do is going to bring our arms out to the sides. We're going to drop our feet over to the left side, and then we're going to come back up to the center, and then drop over to the right side. Good. Inhale to the center, exhale as you fold to each side. Keeping your shoulders on the mat, super important. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Tuck your knees back into your chest. Then spread your legs wide again. We'll inhale, reach our arms overhead. On the exhale, we're going to crunch to reach between our legs. Inhale, reach, lengthen your spine. Exhale, crunch, really pulling in your abs nice and tight here, bringing your lower back to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, crunch. And if you have a sensitive neck, you can just keep your hands behind the back of your neck and really just keep that focus on your abs. It'll just give you a little bit of extra support. So crunching, inhale, lifting, lengthening. Exhale, crunch. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Wherever you're at, we're just going to pulse. Pulse, reach a little further. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring your legs together so they stand up toward the ceiling. Flex through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. You're going to bring the right hand behind the back of your head. Bring your left arm out to the side, and we're just going to crunch to the left. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, crunch back to the left. Good. So we're supporting the back of our head, and we're just crunching over to the left side. Extending our heels up toward the ceiling, keeping our core nice and tight. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's switch sides. So left hand comes behind the back of your neck. Bring the right arm out to the side. Inhale to the center. Exhale as you crunch over to the right. Inhale, open everything up. Exhale, crunch. Good. Really pulling in your lower abs here. For 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Let's point through our toes now. Flex our feet. Bring our arms along our sides. Maybe roll your ankles out a few times. You can even shake your legs out a little bit. Good. We're going to lower the right leg all the way down, gently touch the mat, and then pull our navel in nice and tight as we bring it back up toward the ceiling. Switching sides, left leg comes down, tap the mat, lifting all the way back up. And we're just going to alternate lifting and lowering each opposite leg. The slower that you go, the harder this is going to be. So try to slow it down a little bit if you can. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Legs standing up toward the ceiling this time. Lift your hips and put your hands underneath your hips. We're going to cross our ankles as we slowly lower all the way down toward the mat, pulling our navel tight into our spine, and then bringing it all the way up toward the ceiling. Good. Lowering back down, navel to your spine, looking toward your toes, and extend them back up toward the ceiling. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck your knees into your chest. We're going to lower our feet onto the mat. Inhale, reach our arms overhead, and just drop our knees side to side. Just releasing any tension in our lower back, through our legs. Reaching our arms as high as we can over our head. Good. We're going to keep our feet there. Bring our arms along our sides. Our heels should be close to our hips, and if they're not, go ahead and bring them a little bit closer. But your heels are going to be hips width apart. You'll bring your arms along your sides, and on the inhale, you'll lift your hips and roll your shoulder blade under. Press your hips up toward the ceiling as high as you comfortably can, then lower down until you gently tap the mat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift, opening your lungs. Exhale, lower, lengthening through your spine. Inhale and exhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hips pressing high. Lift the left heel, lower back down, and lift the right heel, lower back down. We'll just alternate left and right, keeping your hips pressing high up toward the ceiling. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and lower back down onto your mat, tucking your knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side just to massage through your lower back. This time we'll come back to the center, draw big circles in the ceiling. Big circles, and as you extend your knees away from you, think of actually pulling your hands so that you lift your chest a little bit, then tuck your knees back into your chest and allow the back of your head to rest. Pulling your knees in front of you, really rounding through your spine here, and then sinking all the way back down. Good. So we'll exhale as our knees come forward. Inhale as we draw our knees into our chest. Good. See if you can really create some length here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and drop over to one side. So I'm turning on to my left side. And we're going to think of lengthening through our entire body here. You're going to draw your toes slightly forward, so you've kind of a little bit of a C shape here. Just enough so that you have a solid foundation. Then bending that bottom elbow, so that would be my left elbow. I'm going to place that right hand or opposite hand in front of you. And what you're going to do is you're going to begin by bending the right or top knee. You're going to extend it all the way up toward the ceiling, and then you're going to flex your foot on the way back down. Good. Bend your knee, opening up through your hip, straighten that leg, and then flexing your foot on the way back down. Good. Bending, straightening, and flexing. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lift your toes. Little flutter kicks forward and back. Make it harder by reaching that top arm up toward the ceiling. Finding your balance here. And if your neck is a little bit sensitive, you can even come down onto the side of your arm instead of lifting that head up. So that will be another option. We've got 8 more counts here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Reach that top arm overhead. This will be your inhale. Exhale, crunch your knee and elbow together. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Good. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. You can either float that bottom leg like I'm doing, or you can allow it to rest on the mat, or if you want more foundation, you can even bend that knee. So we've got 3 options here, whichever one feels the best for you, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck both knees into your chest. Rock over to the opposite side. So now you're lying on the opposite side. Finding your foundation here. Remember, we're straightening through our entire body. We're going to draw our toes forward. So we're creating a little bit better foundation here. Supporting our head with our hand or coming onto our side, whichever feels better. We're going to begin by bending the top knee, straightening the leg, and then flexing the foot on the way back down. So bending, straightening, and then lowering. Good. Bend, straighten, and lower. For 8. Awesome. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lifting those toes, little flutter kicks forward and back. Make it more challenging by lifting that top arm, totally optional. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your legs together. You can continue floating that bottom leg. Inhale, reaching up and over with that top arm. On the exhale, bring your knee and elbow together. Good. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's roll over onto our bellies. Gonna try to create some length through our spine so you can kind of grab the mat or the ground and sort of draw your chest forward if you've got any more space, just to add a little bit more here. We're gonna cross our arms so that it's almost as though we're interlacing our fingers on the mat. We're gonna rest our forehead on that space that we just created, and then on the inhale, we're gonna lift our feet off the mat and lift our arms off the mat, and then on the exhale, we'll lower back down. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Reach your arms in front of you. Find a little bit more length and space. We're going to roll over toward our left side and then lift our toes and create some bringing our lower back to our mat. Good. Inhale, rock back over to the right. Reaching up, don't let anything touch the ground. We're going to rock back over to the opposite side, pulling our navel to our spine, kind of rounding out through our bellies. Inhale, back facing the ground. Exhale, rocking over to the opposite side. Inhale, reaching up, back extension here. Exhale, rounding through our spine. One more time through the center. Good. Placing our hands on the mat, we'll spread our knees wide back into our child's pose. Good. Place your hands on the mat, shoulder width apart in front of you. Lift your hips, tuck your toes, press up into your downward dog, and shake your legs out a few times here. Sink your shoulders a little bit closer toward the ground. You can even just pedal out or walk out your feet. Good. Hop your feet between your hands. We're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Take a big inhale, reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale again, folding forward. Good. Then bending your knees, we'll come back to a seat on our mat, but this time spread our feet wide so that we're opening up through our hips. Your hands are going to grab your feet, and we're going to rock gently side to side. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. On the exhale, place your elbows on the inside of your shins and press your knees a little bit closer toward the ground. So see if you can find any more space here to bring your knees a little bit closer toward the ground. As you begin to draw your chest forward, bringing your chest toward your toes. See if you can relax into this so you really open up through your hips. Good. And spread your legs wide. So we're opening up through our hips. We're going to slide our right hand toward our right toes. Inhale up to the center. Exhale, slide the left hand toward the left toes. Inhaling up, exhale, fold. Alternating sides. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling to the center, walk your hands forward. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Inhale, find a little bit more length. Exhale, fold. You can try pointing and flexing your feet a few times. Find a little bit more space here. Gradually allowing your hamstrings to open so that you can sink a little bit deeper. And walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Then walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Coming back through the center, bring your hands behind your hips. I'm going to take a moment here to shift our weight back onto our hips and see if we can lift our toes. Then lower back down, bring your hands in front of you. See if you can shift your weight forward just to lift your hips even just an inch. And bring your hands back behind your hips, lifting your toes. Back in front of your hips, lifting your hips. Behind your hips, lifting your toes. In the front, 8 more counts. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bringing your legs together. We're going to bend our knees and come back onto our mat. Inhale, reaching our arms overhead. One more time, we'll just drop our knees side to side. Really just a natural way to kind of shake out our hips. Good. Come back through the center. We're going to straighten the left leg, tuck the right knee in toward our chest, pulling our right knee over to our left side, but keeping our right shoulder on the mat as we twist and look over the right shoulder. open that right knee over to the right side, catching either the inside of your knee or maybe even catching your heel and straightening to that leg, so just depending on your flexibility here. Good, let's come back through the center. Let's square off our hips. If you need to tuck your knee in, you can. Trying to straighten through our leg and gradually pulling our shin toward our nose. Good, then bend through your right knee, place your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and then hug that left knee in toward your chest so that you're opening up through your hip. You can even press against the inside of that right knee to really open up through that right hip. Think of externally rotating that right leg to find a little more space. But at the same time, we really want to be hugging that left knee in. So kind of find the balance here for you so that you're stretching through your IT band, opening up through your hip. Good. And then go ahead and release. We're going to switch sides. So right leg straightens, lowers to the ground, left knee tucks into your chest, pulling that knee over to the right side, but keeping that left shoulder on the mat. So making any adjustments you need to, so you can get the depth of that stretch while keeping that left shoulder on the mat. So twisting that left knee to the right side. Good. Now we're going to open the left knee over to the left side. Stay right here, or you can catch the inside edge of that foot and open out straight into that left leg. Good. Right shoulder should stay on the mat here. Good. Then pull that left leg back in toward the center, squaring off your hips. Again, if you need to bend your knee here a little bit, you can. Trying to gradually straighten through that leg and pull our shin toward our nose. Good. Bend into the left knee, place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Hugging that right knee into your chest, you can gently rock side to side. Using the left elbow to press against the inside edge of your left thigh or your hand. And again, you can kind of play with this one, trying to find the balance between externally rotating our left thigh, stretching through our left IT band, and hugging that right knee in toward your chest. Good, and then release. Let's grab the outside edges of our feet one more time, rocking side to side for our happy baby. This time you can play with opening up through your legs for a wide leg variation of happy baby. And that's totally optional, but if you want have a little bit more space here and you want to explore it, you're more than welcome to. You can also extend your legs up toward the ceiling, bringing your arms along your sides. Lift your hips, bring your hands to your lower back for a little bit of support. You can take a moment in your shoulder stand, or you can drop all the way overhead right into your plow. Keeping your hands on your lower back, or you can reach forward to grab your feet, or you can interlace your fingers behind you. Roll your shoulder blades under a little bit deeper. Good. Slowly bend through your knees. Take a moment in our ear pressure pose, and we roll all the way down onto your mat. Extending your legs out. If you need to adjust where you are at on your mat, you may. Give yourself one last big inhale, reaching your arms all the way up toward the ceiling, just lengthening through your spine, releasing any untapped energy here, just finding a little bit more space. And on your exhale, allow your arms to fall out to your sides, let your feet fall out to your sides, closing your eyes, taking a moment here to rest in your Shavasana. Existing exactly where you are at here on your mat, clearing your mind and resting for your Shavasana. beginning to awaken from your Shavasana. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. If you would prefer to stay here for a few more minutes, of course you're more than welcome to. It's your Shavasana. But if you're ready to complete your class, just tuck your knees into your chest, gently rock side to side. And gradually rock yourself up to a seat on your mat. We'll allow the back of our knees to rest on the back of our hands to rest on our knees. Again, lengthening through our spine, sitting up straight and tall. We'll take one last deep inhale from here, reaching our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, pressing our palms to heart center, giving gratitude and thanks for this opportunity to practice on our mats. Thank you so much for joining me. It was my honor and privilege to guide you in your practice. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. Namaste.